What's going on, future millionaires? It's Marlon and I'm back with another video. Today's video will cover 3 different closely related topics. The first topic will be about my it will be a recap of my finviz screener. The second topic will be about a group of stock picks that I had recently that all was very successful. And the third topic will be about my first official loss in 80 trades. And I will take you through the psychology, what I was thinking during the trade. Future millionaires, as I said before, the first topic will be about my finviz screener. And what can I say? I love this screener. It is amazing, especially for beginners. It allows you to build upon something so that you have some type of trading knowledge that could help benefit you in the future, right? So between the month of December and January, I would say about the last 30 days, I have had a success rate of 100%. Over 80 successful trades in a row without a loss. And that is the goal, to have a high success rate. That is why I highly recommend, if you haven't watched the prior finviz video, I highly recommend going back, pausing this video, going back and watching that video. It's a lot of important information in there. Okay, so now we're on the second topic, and the second topic ties in a lot with the first topic because it is really based on my finviz screener. So what was going on was, if you watch the finviz video, you will see that overall I'm around 80% success rate. So it's a very useful, successful screener. So I've been using it and I've gone on a crazy run. Like I said, 80 trades in a row. But I started letting people know at 10 trades, like, yo, I'm 10 in a row. At 20 trades, 20 in a row, 30 in a row. And what was going on was I was pointing out these positions I took and showing proof after the fact. This comes time for me to say, okay, let me show you some proof of concept, some more proof of concept. I don't normally do this because I don't want to be responsible for other people's money. I'd rather just give the information that you guys could use to build on whatever trading strategy you already got going on. So I said, you know what, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a list of every single stock that I'm taking a position in today, just to prove that just to show some proof of concept. So that is exactly what I did. In the morning at about 9:24, I made a list of I think like 10 stocks, I'm not sure. By the time I even finished, because I was checking my screener while I was buying positions, so by the time I bought my 10th stock and went to look at my overall picks, one of them was already profitable. I sold it very quickly. I ended the day with, I believe it was like 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 successful trades, with a total of about 5,500 profit that I made. LM funding, as you can see, that was my biggest gainer. I had bought it in the morning at 74 cents and I had sold it at about 154 or something like that. I had 7,000 shares of this stock. It ended up going to about 190, I believe, by the end of the day, and at the end of the next day it went all the way up to 360, 364, something like that. If I would have held, I would have made over 20,000 profit, but I'm still very happy with the amount of money I made. And like I said, it's all about growing consistency. It's all about growing confidence. It's all about making a blueprint for yourself and following through, okay? And this leads me into my third video. This video is about what happens when you don't succeed, what goes through your mind, and here we go. Okay, so now on to the last topic, and as you see, all these topics is closely related, right? And this last topic, I want it to be titled Mindset of a Loser. I think I want to start doing this topic more often. Whenever I have a trade that I either sold at a substantial loss or I sold too early and missed a big profit opportunity, I will make a video titled Mindset of a Loser, and I'll take you through the psychology of the trade, right? So for the first stock we'll be looking at, it will be AutoWeb. The reason we're looking at this stock and the reason that I'm taking you through it is that I noticed, even in my ascension as a trader, as a moving towards an expert trader, I noticed some of the people I've been following, even the people who are more advanced than me, would be quick to point out their successes, but they never point out their failures. So I don't know if they're 1 for 8. I don't know what's going on with them, and I'm not gonna follow them just because they only point out when they win. I want to know when you lost too. I want to know how good your batting average is before I decide if I should follow you or not. And that is why I want to be transparent and start making videos that take you through my losses, right? Okay, so using my screener, I don't need to know too much information about a company. It's not like I'm investing. I'm day trading and I'm swing trading. So the most information I use is chart patterns, right? I use a few indicators, but I don't use any financials and stuff like that from the company. Any earnings info, I don't use that. What I do check is to make sure that there has not been any downgrades to the company recently. And I also check that it's no negative news that's been reported on the company recently, because that may affect my bottom line. It might affect my dollar. It might affect my chances of success, right? I usually only do stocks that have an overall uptrend, that for the last 6 months, within the last 6 months, the support line has been going into an uptrend. So when I was looking at AutoWeb, it went against it kind of went against everything I was supposed to do. But just looking at it, I seen that it was a potential for a breakout. I seen, if you look, you can see for the long term, the support is pretty strong and it's going upward. But for the short term, the support was going downwards. If you could see this blue line going downwards, and you could see the resistance was also on a downtrend. It was making lower lows and lower highs, which tells you that it told me two things. Either it would go to the overall support and bounce and go all the way up, or it could break and continue going down to the secondary support, right? I was confident. I'm fresh off at this time about 70 successful trades in a row. I'm pretty confident. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance, right? I'm hoping that around here that it would bounce and continue going up and create a breakout of that channel. So I had about total of all in all, I had a total of about 6,000 shares of this company. I kept averaging down till I got my average price to about 284. This was where I was like, okay, I'm not averaging down anymore. I'm already not too confident about this trade. I'm hoping that I could get, if you look on the screen, you can see I'm down 500. It went from being down 100 to down 300 to down 500. To all the way to down 1100. So when I was down 1100, I said, okay, I plan on holding between 2 to 10 weeks. But if it could drop under 300, I'm just gonna sell, cut my loss, and get my first unsuccessful trade in about a month. This takes me to this morning. I woke up to about 15 text messages. Wait, let me go back a little bit. I ended up selling this stock at $284 at $130 loss, which I was very happy with, right? So back to what I'm saying. I woke up this morning with about 15 text messages, about 6 Facebook notifications, and Webull 2 notifications there too. I'm like, what the hell? I never get this amount of notifications. I'm like, wow, did my news leak again? But what happened was, a lot of people saw my message 5 days ago and they were commenting on AutoWeb, because like I thought, it had bounced and shot all the way up from 284 all the way to 360, and it's currently still going up. If I would have held this for the 2 to 10 weeks like I planned, I would have made $4,440 in a week just from this one trade, and I would have still been successful in my streak. But even though I lost out, I am still very happy, because I do think I made the right decision. And stuff like this will happen. Sometimes you will leave a trade early just for it to go up. What you have to worry about is the rate of success that this will happen. Will you leave a trade early and it go up 6 out of 10 times? 4 out of 10 times? 3 out of 10 times? 1 out of 10 times? The thing is, I feel if you have a great trading strategy, then this won't happen that often. It will be 2, maybe 3 out of 10 times. That's something you can deal with. But if you're losing money from holding a trade 7 out of 10 times, that's something that will greatly affect your bottom line. So I'm happy. Another trade will come. I'm not too worried, and I'm not going to use what happened in this trade to affect how I trade next time, because if you do things like that, what will happen is you'll take a risk that you shouldn't, and you will have a major loss. Okay, so like I said, this is just a quick video. I didn't do too much editing. I just wanted it to be very quick and come out there to you guys. It's not that important. It's just a quick update. So I hope it is somewhat informative, and like, comment, subscribe, share some of my videos. The finviz video is extremely important. I hope that people are sharing it with their friends. I hope that they're paper trading it. I hope that they're using some of the information that I'm dropping to build onto what they already got going on and creating their own trading strategy. Okay, so it's not about taking my strategy. It's about seeing if there's anything in mine that you could take to benefit your own. So it's Marlon, and I'm out. Peace.